heavens. Will you go out with me? James Potter asked for the millionth time. You rolled your eyes at this, both in annoyance and jealousy. You had a crush on James, but you knew he liked Lily, so you never did anything about it. No, I'd rather go out with a giant squid, Lily immediately responded, not bothering to look up from her textbook. You smirked a bit at her words. Usually, when Lily refused to go out with him, he would brush it off and move on, making another attempt the next day or maybe even a few hours later. But for some reason, he seemed more hurt today, as you saw a frown appear on his face. He quickly rushed out of the common room, not bothering to tell anyone where he was going. You decided to go after him to see if he was okay. You walked aimlessly around the many corridors until you finally stumbled upon him. He was sitting down on a staircase, silent tears running down his face. You slowly approached him. Hey, James? Are you okay? You asked him. When he heard your voice, he snapped out of it. Oh, hey, Ryan. Yeah, I'm fine, he said gloomily. You took a seat next to him. I know you're not fine, James. He just sighed in response, looking off into the distance. Hey, look at me. At this, he slowly turned his head towards you. It's gonna be okay. I know Lily is denying it right now, but I'm sure she'll come around. Saying these words to him made your heart break a little, but you'd rather see him happy than even if it meant him with someone else. James put a smile on his face. A small smile. A few tears making their way down his cheeks. You took his glasses off his face and wiped his tears away with your hand. Then, you took his glasses and cleaned them with your shirt, putting them back on him after you were done. Come on, let's go back to the common room, you said as you stood up from the staircase. You suddenly felt him grabbing your arm and pulling you back down on the stairs. You tilted your head in confusion. I don't want to go back yet. Will you stay with me? He asked softly. You melted under his stare. Of course. He leaned his head on your shoulder, still keeping a hold on your hand as he mindlessly drew his thumb across the back of it. You knew that this moment meant more to you than it did to him, and thinking about that hurt you more than you like to admit. But you decided to push those feelings away and those thoughts away. For now, just enjoy James' company. It was a week after James' little breakdown, and you noticed that he had not asked out Lily once. In fact, he seemed to have been avoiding her at all costs. His behavior was so strange that even Lily was asking you if he was okay. Lily, why are you so worried all of a sudden? You weren't like this before, you said to her. I'm not worried about him. I just wanted to know why he hasn't bothered me. Not that I'm not enjoying this freedom I'm getting from him, but I just want to know why. Lily sighed, slumping back into the couch in the Gryffindor common room. Okay, you said, not really convinced by her words, but decided to drop it anyway. As if on cue, James and the rest of the marauders came bustling in through the portrait hole. They were whispering animatedly, but immediately stopped once they caught sight of you and Lily. You raised an eyebrow at this behavior.
James wants to talk to you, YN.
Sirius said, breaking the weird silence. It was almost impossible to hide the shock in your face. Okay then, you said confusedly, standing up from the couch. Can we talk in private? James asked once you approached him. Maybe in my dorm? Yeah, sure. You both walk up to his dorm, and you could instantly tell which bed belonged to which marauder by how clean or dirty their section was. I turned around to look at James, who was nervously playing with his fingers. James, is everything okay? You asked, taking a step closer to him. Yeah, everything's fine. I just wanted to tell you something, he said, looking everywhere except you. Go ahead. Right. Okay, I don't really know how to say this. He mumbled. You know what? I'm just gonna come up with it. I like you. You were pretty sure that your brain had stopped working for a second before you finally mustered up some words. Or just one word. What? I like you, as in more than friends type of way, he said, finally looking into your eyes, which were the size of saucers. I don't know what those are, but saucers. But what about Lily? I don't like her. I was just hoping at some point, after asking her a bunch of times, the feelings would come up so I can get over you. Oh, you stared at him for a moment, trying to see a hint of amusement in his face that might indicate that this was all just a prank, but there was nothing. Well, I like it too, you said, smiling widely up at him. Really? He said, taking a step closer to you. Really? You confirmed as James took another step, making you guys only inches apart from each other. You couldn't wait any longer, so you quickly pressed your lips onto his, and he instantly melted into it as he wrapped his arms around your waist and yours around his neck. You finally pulled apart after what felt like forever and stared into each other's eyes. Whoa, James whispered, looking like he had just won 1,000,000 galleons. You laughed at him as you shook your head. He was such an idiot. But he was now your idiot. Hey guys, Strawberry Bone over here. So this was a James Potter ex-reader, ex-listener. This was requested by someone in the channel. Wait, let me get it. It was requested. Wait, I'm searching it. Give me a second. Okay, I found it. It was requested by Srijita Bakshi. They were really kind and they were really nice. I love you. You are really nice and I like you. They requested James ex-listener, and I'm here to serve you all. So here it is. It was really cute. When I found it, I was like, I just hope you will like it because I liked it. Okay. This was also a nightmare to record because if it wasn't the dog barking, it was the neighbors, or it was my mother, or it was the cars, like right now. Thank you, cars. That is really nice of you. Well, I will not keep talking because this will end up being really, really long. And now I have to get to editing. So stay safe, y'all. Drink water, eat, and stay safe. Love you all.